As we look to the fall, just about every school district in our region has different plans due to the coronavirus. Private schools are also making plans. Sacred Heart Catholic Church is no exception. And school as well. Joining us now is Sharon Levesque, the principal of Sacred Heart Catholic School. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you, Brian.
So tell us a little bit about what Sacred Heart is doing to get ready to not only have classes, but to protect kids and staff members.
Well, currently right now, our back-to-school planning process, we're looking at our final review tomorrow by our planning committee. And we have 2 more updates that have to be implemented, as well as all the other schools. Tomorrow there's an update, and then August 11th. And then our plan's going to get submitted to the Archdiocese, the Department of Education, and the local health authorities. But throughout the whole plan, the whole time, our number one focus and concern is keeping all of our students safe and healthy during this reopening.
So as you make those plans, is Sacred Heart considering the possibility of having kids in class 5 days a week, or are you also looking at some kind of a hybrid model like some of the other school districts are?
Well, what we did, Brian, was we sent out a survey to our school community and asked them what was their preference in terms of, did they want us to reopen or face-to-face, or did they want to go with distance learning? And 86% of our parents wanted school in person 5 days a week, and 14 wanted the distance learning. So we've created our plan to open person to person in the fall, but also considering alternatives such as distance learning for those students who might be at high risk. And so if we need to close because of government mandates, we're prepared to switch over and to distance learning and be able to provide each student with a Chromebook for usage.
Now, is your school also going to be following some of the state's requirements for distance learning in the distance required to keep students apart in the classrooms? Do you have enough physical structure space to do that?
Yes, we're able to maintain the 35 square feet per child distancing requirements because we have a couple of extra large rooms that can accommodate the larger class sizes. But in our medium-sized room, we've had to remove some of the teachers' desks and bookshelves and such. But on average, our class size from early childhood to 8th grade is 14. And we do have a waiting list for a couple of our other classes. But we're implementing a little bit stricter guidelines than our public schools are in terms of the safety protocols. For example, we are requiring our students to wear masks as well as our staff before they even come into the building. While the students are still in the car and staff have not even come into the building, they're going to have a temperature check and a series of screening questions that they will respond to. And then everyone will be sanitizing their hands before even coming into the building.
So as you look to the fall, is the lack of specific information your biggest challenge, or are you more concerned about this increase in cases and what kind of a challenge that would present to not only your staff, but your students as well?
Well, I know that there's a lot of challenges and there's a lot of changes that keep evolving over, the time period. But our plan is built so that it accommodates those changes.
And you're confident right now that you can have as we know right now, you can have in-class learning protecting both students and staff members?
Yes, because of the higher restrictions that we're putting in place.
Sharon Levesque, principal from Sacred Heart Catholic School, we appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.